Metaverse, I at least think about it as the next chapter, the next evolution of the internet, except it's the part where it gets less flat. If you think about the primary metaphors for the internet to date have been about web pages and literally two-dimensional objects that we peer at through screens. One of the most important trends in computing has been the computer moves from a basement to our desktop to our pocket. That has happened over the last 50 years. And we believe, I think we as an industry believe, that it ultimately gets closer to the senses, to the eyes, to the hands, to speech. And so keyboard input goes away, and peering at everything through a screen in our pockets eventually goes away. The metaverse is a way of describing the transition into three-dimensional environments. If you think about the hyperlink just as a really brutalist, simple metaphor for the structure of portability that made the original internet work, was that I could click on a blue word and you will go from one service to another service. That was the structure that enabled Google, that enabled sort of the first generation of web services to build utility, was we had some agreement on what the primitives were of the internet. The primitives in the metaverse are going to be more complicated because travel, the equivalent of a hyperlink in the metaverse is I can go from Second Life into a work meeting, and then I can go from there into an educational experience where I'm visiting the Coliseum, and then I can turn it all off maybe and be in an AR experience where I can just pull my messages up, or I can translate the person who's speaking a different language next to me. These are the kinds of things that I think we're all envisioning. You want them all to be interconnected, because from a user experience, that's just going to be a better experience. The first thing you want to do when you're in Beat Saber, which is one of our most popular applications, if you're playing with your friend, is leave and go somewhere else. Not leave because it's a bad experience, but leave because you get bored and you want to do something after it. The industry as a coalition is spending a lot of time starting to talk about standards. What are the standards for an avatar? What are the standards for travel between one space and the next? What are the standards around privacy, around encryption, around how things like report buttons will work? The report button is the key element to help somebody in an unsafe situation flag something about it. And how we manage those experiences as an industry are going to be some of the most important questions on how we build something that's safe, but also that provides lots of opportunity for